Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And today, I want to talk to you guys about what billionaires think about crypto. And of course, I'm going to also tell you guys exactly what some of the billionaires think about XRP, as I think that is quite interesting to hear about. And without any further ado, one of the most interesting articles regarding a billionaire and his stance upon XRP is the formerly notorious black tech player and businessman Steve Wynn. And I've checked throughout the internet for what every single billionaire thinks about XRP, what they all thought about it, what they think right now. The problem is there's actually not that many billionaires that let go a specific verdict on XRP. They mostly just let it go over crypto as a whole, and really mostly just Bitcoin or Doge. Now, you've most likely seen these types of videos come by. Let me quickly give you guys a quick little rundown. The majority of them are clickbait and exactly 10 minutes long. That says something. The channel is growing rapidly and I get so many questions about it, but my verdict is that this content is so ridiculously dumb. It is just really appealing to people who have no knowledge of XRP or crypto. It's just really not necessarily hype, but just stuff that to people who are in the crypto space makes absolutely no sense, but to people that are new are like, wow, that's really amazing, that's so cool. And it's just really accessible with nice editing. Having said that, there's really not that much info. Let's put that clear. Bill Gates has not said anything about XRP specifically. Elon Musk has not said anything about XRP specifically. Almost any billionaire that you could think of has not said anything specifically about XRP. But this billionaire, and for example, Mike Novogratz, a couple of those, have actually said something. And that leads me to, I guess, point number 2. This guy, Steve Wynn, has said that XRP could reach $10,000 per coin. And yes, he is a billionaire. He's definitely quite popular. But that's also the biggest value or biggest target that you'll most likely see. Mike Novogratz has said about XRP that in the past, I think he was actually quite excited about the whole process, specifically about Ripple. Then again, right now, he thinks the XRP army or XRP community are all kind of stupid. It's basically what he's told us, and that we should be realistic with everything. I don't exactly know what that means for the future of XRP. He just says to be realistic, there's no conspiracies there, and are too naive. I don't know what else to fetch there, but that's basically what he said. Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger have actually not stated anything about XRP, but just about crypto. They've said it's bad. And we've speculated right now that it's because it's making people rich ridiculously quickly, and because, well, they might have worked 90 years for their wealth, for their extreme wealth, and one Bitcoin creator guy or one Ripple creator guy, that's how I'm going to put it right now, are freaking billionaires and huge billionaires at that in just the last like 5 to 10 years. And I think that's also a little bit annoying for some of these guys to see. If you've worked so hard and so long with traditional investing roots, and specifically Warren Buffett is also now not even beating the market with their company anymore, it just might be really annoying to see how crypto is just excelling like crazy. Then again, they might also have some back-end knowledge where they've seen multiple different crazes. They're old, right? Once more, they're 90 years old. They've been through a couple of these pump and dumps. They've been through a couple of these huge little bubbles or waves, and they might know more than we do, right? In the end, this is all fast money. We don't know how long it's going to last. That's definitely the truth. Then again, I believe it's the near future. Then again, maybe every single time such a new craze happens, they think it's the future, and it just falls back down, right? However, the dot-com bubble is a really bad example because even though the prices might have really gone crazy at that point, it still was the future, though, if you think about it, right? It still was. And the crash of 2007, 8, 9, whatever, really was different from the other ones, as it wasn't really a bubble because of newer technology being brought into the market. It was just, I guess, greed, mostly, that kicked in. So, the billionaires, do you consider Brandt and Chris Larsen amongst this list? I mean, Brandt officially right now is not even a billionaire on the list. Chris Larsen definitely is. Jed McCaleb definitely is. And I guess those guys are also divided. Even though Chris Larsen and Jed McCaleb, who's now the co-founder of Stellar, have both said before that XRP was good because they made it, so they should have thought it was good. Jed McCaleb has now founded XLM, and he has never said something negative about XRP, mostly because XRP and XLM have the same type of tech. But I guess he didn't agree with the vision of Ripple anymore. And then, guys, I don't really know why he left it, to be honest. Unless Jed McCaleb's plan was just to create one project, cash out, and then create a new one exactly the same way to cash out twice. That could be the case. Otherwise, I don't know why he left Ripple/XRP to fund Stellar/XLM. I really don't firmly get it because the two are really similar. Only XLM focuses more on P2P payments and Ripple focuses more on bank to bank or business to business. And I think the business to business is where the real money lies. So I don't really get it. But then again, maybe it's also not my place, right? Chris Larson's stake of 5.19 billion XRP as of this point, by the way. I think he started out with like 9 billion XRP, giving him a 70% stake in Ripple. According to exchange rate of XRP as of January 1st, 2018, this means his net holdings were $40 billion-ish. Yeah, that's a fun fact. If it gets to $10 per XRP, if he still has 5 billion XRP left, that's pretty funny, right? That's pretty funny. Specifically, if you consider how huge Ripple will be at that point, he'll be one of the richest people alive. And I think as of one point, he was in the top 50 richest people alive, Chris Larson. That's also kind of funny to think about how crypto can really make and break it so ridiculously quick. Now, to get kind of a list going here, how 8 billionaires from Elon Musk to Warren Buffett feel about Bitcoin. I actually was reading through this list a little bit, and I noticed there's quite a lot of huge people. Huge is not, in height, but just huge as in a lot of money or a lot of fame that have said things about crypto. But then again, if we're talking real billionaires, we have to disregard, for example, the who's the actor again? I was just talking about him just now, but I forgot his name again. The guy who came on Ellen and who was involved with Mila Kunis. What's his freaking name? I don't know what series he acts in anymore. I forgot. I'm a little bit small brain right now. I've forgotten the name, whatever. But yeah, you have a Gwyneth Paltrow, a Snoop Dogg. A lot of these guys who have talked about crypto, but they're not billionaires. So they're not really that relevant for our video today. Elon Musk has expressed mixed feelings, kind of untrue. It doesn't really matter what he said in the past. Right now, he's extremely, extremely bullish on crypto. At least he said multiple times. Bitcoin structure is brilliant. It's not quite right for Tesla, but it's brilliant. So yeah, he's also talking about Dogecoin all the time. This article is most likely a little bit older. Let's quickly see here. January of this year, yeah. So things have drastically changed throughout this little period right now. He's now quite bullish on crypto. Winklevoss twins have said Bitcoin is the trade of the century. I'm going to agree with them on this one. They're definitely, heads for television as you look at them like that. It's really interesting how they were sculpted. But yes, these guys definitely know their stuff as well because they have one of the most popular exchanges right now. And what else can I say about it, guys? What else can I say about it? It's popping off. They have an exchange, so of course they're bullish on crypto because they make money regardless where the price goes, and I think it's quite interesting. Mark Cuban has said to his fans that Mark Cuban has said that fans of the crypto act like they're in a religion. This guy's kind of a faker because he's basically really against crypto at the start, and then all of a sudden he saw his chance with Dogecoin and he just fully sold himself out after trying NFTs first. So I think this guy's just hungry for money wherever it's, seen, which is not a bad thing. But then again, he's not really a crypto guy for the crypto because he's also compared Bitcoin to bananas, and he said he'd rather have a banana. So let's leave him in the past. Mike Novogratz is one of the guys which I just mentioned regarding XRP. He is really all over the place. In a recent Real Vision interview, he discussed how the pandemic has accelerated what he calls the crypto revolution. 5 years from now, we're going to see 2020 as horrible as CV was, and lots of people have lost their lives. We are going to look back in some weird way. This is going to have been a blessing for the crypto revolution, he said, per insider Emilia Griffeo. Sam Zell has said he's skeptical. The real estate magnate and investor recently weighed in on crypto in a Real Vision interview. He says, I'm very skeptical, frankly, of Bitcoin. Ultimately, it may be the answer or one of the answers, he said. But right now, it's a world that is extraordinarily populated by chameleons and other fast-talking characters. I don't believe anybody... I should also talk fast then. I don't believe everybody involved in it are the kind of people I like to follow. Where he has a point. There's a lot of people here who are just in it to make some money for themselves, who are trying to sell you a dream and then make money, throughout that little journey. But then again, that's, I guess, the safe moon type of talks, right? Where they're really trying to make you believe in something, trying to make you a core follower and then dump on your head. In 2018, Carl Icahn said that Bitcoin and other cryptos are ridiculous. The billionaire activist investor told CNBC that he found Bitcoin and other crypto ridiculous. I don't like the crypto only because maybe I don't understand them. So that's an honest opinion. He said, according to CNBC, he questioned how they were regulated and said that perhaps he was too old for them. I wouldn't touch that stuff. Which is also something I've really noticed is just a lot of these guys are that are older, let's say 70-ish plus, they didn't really get too much into the crypto space. John McAfee is a good example of a guy who really saw his opportunity a couple years ago and took it to the fullest. He's also a billionaire, right? He took it. Then again, the majority of these other older ones aren't really too happy with that. So I didn't see him in the list, but I wanted to add John McAfee to it because we've definitely seen him say positive things about it here and there, and he's really involved with crypto all the time. Then again, there's also Bill Gates, who's not really expressed something beautiful towards crypto. If you're talking about technology, he said some beautiful stuff, but about the crypto themselves, no. Then I just saw this, and I was too confused to not let you guys know about it. Biggest Bitcoin maxi turns to XRP supporter. Peter Brandt wants XRP to go to the moon. Big change of events. This guy is not a billionaire. At least I'm assuming he's not. However, he's a really big guy in the investing space. Been into it for a very good while, and he most likely has some significant net worth. The thing is, he said over on Twitter, I need to express my greatest respect and awe for the Ys and Zs who are embracing investing, trading, and cryptos in a remarkable way. I welcome you to the world of trading, and I'm learning a lot from you. I hope Bitcoin, XRP, et al. Go to the moon and beyond. And CryptoCat says, you could have named any two coins, but you picked XRP. Peter Brandt says, ran into the available character limit. I've been harsh on XRPers, and they have proven me wrong. I don't know what's wrong with this guy, to be honest, because he's actually he's all over. I don't get this guy at all. I've told you guys a couple of times now before. I don't get how you can be so against crypto for a long while and then so with it. I don't really get it. But then again, whatever, right? Let's let it be. And the thing is I would like to say maybe in due time, it's just going to be so where all these gold maximalists or all these guys who were really against it at first will just change their mind eventually because they've come to terms with the technology and because of the process. They just noticed that there's so much more to offer than they first saw in all of this. So this guy was really against crypto for a very good while. Right now he's fully committed to both crypto, or I would say crypto in general, but also Bitcoin and XRP. And it's pretty funny to see how people are changing up. But that might also happen to some of these billionaires that eventually, as they see it more and more come up, they will also adapt towards it. If you're talking Zuckerberg, for example, he hasn't really said too much about it, but I guess since they're making their own crypto, you can't make your own crypto and be against it, right? So, well, there you have your verdict. Rise of Bitcoin competitor Ripple creates wealth to rival Zuckerberg. Debatable. Let's just skip this article for right now. Meet the crypto billionaires getting rich from Ripple's XRP. You have Chris Larson, Brad Garlinghouse, and actually, there's a couple other ones. And here was another list. What do the richest men in the world think of crypto and blockchain? Jeff Bezos is the world's richest man right now. The founder of Amazon has been rumored countless times to have invested, but he never really announced it publicly. CZ, we also have, by the way, has been quoted saying that he expects Bezos' online retail giant to be the catalyst for the next Bitcoin bull run. Well, it didn't have to be. And there's actually two parts to this. It could, for example, be an Amazon, a Microsoft, any one of those companies to really adopt crypto that could really, really severely turn the tide. And I believe last week, what was rumored now? Alibaba buying $20 billion worth was rumored, and Facebook buying billions of dollars worth were all rumored. Those are all nice impulses, even though they're most likely not true. It's now because the earnings reports are coming out. People are rumoring about them. And I personally think most of those big CEOs and most of those founders are bullish on it in some way, shape, or form. Otherwise, they wouldn't be working on something in that area. And they can't deny progress. It is only guys like Warren Buffett who don't have a company with a real product like that. They're investing in a ton of companies, but not their own company with a product, if you guys know what I'm trying to say with that, where Bill Gates is Microsoft, Jeff Bezos is Amazon, where a currency or a coin could really help out. The tech, they definitely all embrace. Now, Bernard Arnault, again, it doesn't really matter what he said because he is mainly involved with LVMH. They've worked with VeChain before. They're right now working with, Microsoft Azure, Consensus, and there's another one, Aura, I think Aura blockchain. So they're really involved with blockchain quite heavily, and they can never tell me that they're not with it. And even if the guy, Bernard, said he was against it, which he didn't, he hasn't really said anything, I think, about Bitcoin and blockchain. They're heavily involved with that, so they're definitely on par. Then Larry Ellison, the co-founder of Oracle, is worth over $50 billion, and he's been very vocal about Bitcoin and issued positive remarks about the merits of blockchain tech, like most. Mark Zuckerberg, again, we already know. Michael Bloomberg, apart from being listed among the top 10 richest people along the world, he's quoted saying, Cryptos have become an asset class worth hundreds of billions of dollars, yet regulatory oversight remains fragmented and undeveloped. For all the promise of the blockchain, Bitcoin, and initial coin offerings, there's also plenty of hype, fraud, and criminal activity, which we all kind of debated back then because, well, even though there's a lot of criminality, there's definitely more in cash and fiat still. So, I mean, that point is really not that solid. And a few other billionaires with strong thoughts on crypto. Ray Dalio, the founder of Bridgewater Associates, has recently spoken in an interview where he echoed concerns about the state of the global economy. We're in a spot in monetary policy where you can no longer stimulate the same way you did before. Dalio believes that gold is much better safe haven than Bitcoin. In Dalio's opinion, there are two purposes of money, a medium of exchange and a storehold of wealth. And Bitcoin is not effective in either of those cases. Elon Musk, we all know. Jack Ma, also a adopter. Mike Novogratz, also a adopter. Tim Draper, very positive about crypto, putting some really high targets for Bitcoin. Winklevoss twins have an exchange, so logically they're really bullish. And Bill Harris, the founder of PayPal, is again also working with crypto. He said before, it's a colossal pump and dump scheme, the likes of which the world has never seen. Then again, they're selling you the dream, right? So, yeah, since you can transact crypto on PayPal, I mean, either he's really hypocritical and making money off people's backs, which could be true, or he's changed his mind as well. But yeah, blockchain tech for most of these guys is really something bullish, except for, I guess, Warren Buffett, who's really been against it. So that's a little bit of a summary here. Most guys out there are actually quite bullish. I was just watching this one as well, a little video a couple of weeks ago about Billionaires says this thing will explode. It's again another Real Vision interview here where Raoul Paul was actually quite positive on XRP as well. It's pretty funny how some of these huge guys in the space are turning more bullish on XRP specifically as we speak. And I think for a part that's because they see the use case, for a part they see the opportunity with the lawsuit, and for a part they notice, hey, Bitcoin, Ethereum weren't properly regulated. XRP hasn't hit all-time high just quite yet, while prior it really did, better than most other cryptos. So there's a lot of opportunity there. There's a lot of gains to pick, and people have been proven wrong because XRP still hit $2 while they were being sued, and I still think there's a lot of great to come with this one. Billionaires in general, yeah, the ones who have said something about XRP are quite positive on it, and one even said $10,000 per XRP. It's pretty damn funny to see. And yeah, that was it for today's episode. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe, and I will definitely see you guys again in another crypto video. Take care, everybody.